In other words, when you go under the water, you're identifying with what? I now died with Christ. In other words, you're buried. When your body goes under the water, when you're immersed in the water, you're saying, I am dead. My body's buried. I was buried with Christ. Now, when you come out of the water, you're saying what? One, I'm going under and identify with Christ's death. When he died, I died. But the other thing is this, now I'm also going to be identifying with the resurrection. So he says this baptism, and this is so important, this baptism becomes this beautiful symbol. It becomes this shadow, if you will. Peter puts it this way. In 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 21, he says, there's also an antitype which now saves us. So he talks about this antitype. It's this, again, a type. It's a symbol. And when he calls it an antitype, he says, listen, it's not the physical, it's a spiritual. Because in 1 Peter 3:21, there's also an antitype which now saves us, baptism. And now, parenthetically, he says this, not the removal of the filth from the flesh. You understand? It's not washing. It's not an outward. Yeah, we're baptized outwardly, but what happens is what? The work is inward. We're identifying on the inward. And so he says, listen, there's an antitype which now saves us, baptism, not the removal of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of a good conscience towards God through the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So it's not an outward physical washing where you remove the dirt and the filth from the flesh, but it's the conscience. And it's the conscience being washed, the conscience being renewed, the conscience being blessed. And so what happens is this. When Paul comes in and says, listen, as many as were baptized, now he talks about the symbol. And he says, now with this symbol that you have, not just the statement, the question, can we continue to sin? No, you don't.